Hey guys, how's it going? Paul Rooney here, founder of Heights Marketing Team. We're a performance-based Google Ads agency, primarily working with e-commerce brands hosted on Shopify. Today's video is just going to be running through best practice guide for your Google search ads and kind of some of the copywriting that goes into that. The main goal here will be get a better click-through rate, reduce that overall cost per click, drive more customers to your site for less, and just decrease that cost per customer acquisition. But jumping into it, I'm going to presume for the sake of this video that you already understand the fundamentals that goes into a Google search ad, your 15 headlines, your 4 descriptions, your ad extensions, site links, callouts. For the sake of this video, I just want to jump into what I think offers a bit more value. Starting off, you want to make sure that your ad copy is more value oriented versus brand oriented. Sometimes brands can be guilty of pushing too many kind of brand mottos or ethos when they're bidding on generic terms. And for the most part, people don't care about this, especially if your brand isn't well known or just doesn't carry a ton of weight. People want to see their search term reflected in headline 1 of the ad copy, just because it builds a bit of confidence that if I click on this ad, if I click on this link, it's going to be quite relevant to what I'm looking for. While if you're just pushing a brand that isn't well known, people most likely are going to kind of gloss over it. I think a really clean example here is searching for women's skincare gift sets. Again, I haven't a clue about cult beauty, but you can see for headline 1 they've used skincare sets, so I automatically know this is going to be relevant to what I'm searching for. They kind of build that brand trust with here the over 90,000 reviews. So even if I'm not aware of cult beauty, I know, okay, this is a solid brand, it's trustworthy, I can order from it, and that's fine. So I think as a kind of clean example, headline 1, it matches what I'm searching for. And I think that's probably one of the most important traits of a successful kind of ad copy, and generally just has a much better click-through rate versus if you're pushing something very brand heavy. I think the only exception to that is if you're bidding on your own brand terms, for brand protection, competitors are trying to steal your brand traffic, then in that case, definitely have your brand name kind of front facing, so people know, okay, this is the official site, this is the official ad of the brand that I'm looking for. But moving on, search term and keyword alignment. This is just to reiterate, seeing that reflection of what I search for and headline 1 is kind of, that there's some symmetry there. That just has such a strong impact on your ad copy. And I think it has, when you are building out your search campaigns, you do want to consider the keyword theme per ad group. You just want to kind of carefully look at each ad group and say, okay, is the same ad copy going to work for the different keyword themes happening in this ad group? Sometimes it might be the case that you need to separate it into different ad groups, just because, it means that you can have better search term keyword alignment and just a bit more message match between what someone's searching and the likely keyword that's going to populate there. But moving on, it seems like a bit of a no-brainer, but when you are searching, there's just a sea of text for organic and paid results, and numbers do stand out. The kind of most common numbers I'd like to use is average or minimum price, average delivery days, number of verified reviews, minimum shipping value that you need to order, and if the brand has been running for a longer period of time, how long has the brand been established since, stuff like this. It just helps stand out, but definitely I'd only use it as maybe headline 3 or in the description. Still, headline 1 priority is having that message match between what someone's searching for. Moving on then, testing different USPs. Typically, I like to have 2 ads per ad group. The first ad is just going to be quite generic, e-commerce themed, trying to answer some of the most common pain points. Price, how long does it take to deliver, is the brand trustworthy? You can kind of answer that by the number of customer reviews. The second ad is going to be a bit more specific to the industry or to the product. What are some of the solutions that it can help with? And just, people that have a bit more of a better understanding of the product or the industry, and that second variant tends to cater towards them, while the first one is just general e-commerce pain points, primarily price, delivery times, stuff like that. Moving on then, I'll leave this guide in the description of this video, but within the guide you'll find a free ad copy template. Typically I like to break it out as first headline will be keyword search team focused. The second headline will be call to action. What action do we want them to take? Order online, shop now, combined with maybe a price or a location that they're shopping from. And then headline 3 will be just a benefit or a USP that's specific to your brand, specific to the product, just something to help get them over the line. But yeah, that's kind of the conclusion of what I feel helps search ad copy a ton. Again, the main goal here is reduce that average cost per click, get a better click-through rate. Unfortunately, cost per clicks are only going into one direction nowadays, so anything you can do to reduce it, definitely incorporate into your kind of Google Ads management optimizations. But yeah, thanks a million for watching the video, and I'll leave the link to this guide in the description.